So what do you prefer? This? Or this? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been behind the wheel of the all-new 2025 BMW M2 Coupe. And before I get into those features, which are super important to you, like price, performance, fuel economy, and technology, I'm gonna cover two features which are not super important when it comes to a premium, compact, high-performance sports car. Now hit that subscribe button because this review starts right now. So feature number one, which isn't super important to my high performance track lapping friends when it comes to their high performance sports car, is overall trunk space. I mean, as long as we can fit an overnight bag and our lapping gear, we're pretty happy about that. But the M2 Coupe has a really good trunk size. So that said, with the seats up, you receive 390 liters or 13.8 cubic feet of space, and you can conveniently use the handles in the trunk to lower the rear seats from here. And if you need to fit longer items for whatever reason in your M2, well, you're in luck because the rear seats fold in a 40-20-40 split configuration. Finally, your M2 also includes a tire mobility kit. Feature number two, which is not super important inside a premium, compact, high-performance sports car, in my opinion, is the rear seat area. Because I want it to be tight back here and not super comfortable, so none of my friends will want to drive with me, so I can keep my vehicle lighter. But jokes aside, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm only 5'3" and 127 pounds, and I still fit like okay. I wouldn't want to be stuck on a super long road trip back here, but I still fit. And then I also wasn't expecting a lot of features back here because it is a small vehicle, it's a coupe, but you do receive two small vents and a small space for your mobile device or for a tablet. In my opinion, the BMW M2 Coupe is incredibly well priced because technically you're purchasing two vehicles in one. So first, you're purchasing a premium, compact, high-performance sports car for $4, and then you're also getting a track-ready car. And then pricing. So pricing starts at $78,300 Canadian before options or tax, or for $82,679 US before options and tax. And you receive as standard LED lights, an M Sport differential, adaptive M suspension, amazing M quad exhaust tips with large diffuser, BMW's curved digital display with a very cool drift analyzer feature, sports seats, a heated steering wheel with heated front seats, and staggered 19-20-inch wheels with performance tires. Obviously, by adding the premium package like I have, you increase your features and the price, but it's this optional Java green metallic paint and that carbon roof, which will add just shy of $8,000 to your price tag, depending on your market location. Regardless of whether you choose to purchase the 8-speed automatic transmission or the 6-speed manual, BMW increased the overall power output by 20 horsepower in the M2 Coupe. So under the hood of this 2025 BMW M2 Coupe is a 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6 with a 6-speed manual transmission with auto rev match for downshifting. This rear-wheel drive coupe is producing 473 horsepower with 406 pound-feet of torque. And this is how it looks off the line when in Sport Plus mode. Sport Plus mode activated. Now, let's go. Amazing! Now, no one's favorite topic. Fuel economy. And surprisingly, my fuel economy for the week inside the BMW M2 Coupe with staggered wheels and summer performance tires wasn't that bad. So I was able to average 11.6 liters per 100 kilometers, or essentially 20 miles per gallon, and that's combining both city and highway cruising. So I did a little bit better than what BMW estimates, but keep in mind, my cabin is empty. And I recommend setting up your M1 and M2 buttons on your steering wheel. So what I did was I set up M1 to be more efficient and to drive more comfortably, and I set up M2 so I can have a more spirited drive. But if you want to enjoy a more spirited drive, just remember that your M2 Coupe prefers premium fuel. The M2 already comes really well equipped, but if you decide to level up to the premium package, obviously you gain comfort and technology like I have. And I'll list all the extras I have along with pricing down below in the description, so make sure you check it out. But here are a few interior highlights inside my particular M2 Coupe, beginning with the seats, which are leather throughout. Then both front seats are power operated, heated, and include lumbar and hamstring support. The steering wheel is also heated but manually operated. On the left side of your steering wheel, you'll find your cruise control settings, and on the right, you'll find your Bluetooth, voice commands, audio shortcuts for your Harman Kardon audio system, and a button so you can customize your fully digital driver cluster. Moving to the 14.9 infotainment system, it includes augmented reality navigation, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and a whole lot of additional apps. Here are a few of my go-tos. First, the displays icon, because I deactivate the heads-up display, which is part of the premium package. Then I select the door and windows icon, and I activate auto unlock and lock. Again, another feature that's part of the premium package, which I feel is super convenient. Next up is the driver assistance icon, where I activate or deactivate my preferred driver assistant technology. A parking assistant feature is also part of the premium package. Lastly, I select navigation and make sure spoken instruction is activated. There are a lot of options, so take your time to explore with your BMW specialist, because ultimately you're paying for all these features and apps. Then down below, you'll find 2 small cup holders along with 1 USB and 1 12-volt port. Use the dial knob to minimize touch points, and use the other surrounding hard buttons to select a driving mode or to change your exhaust sound, plus more. Finally, inside your center console, you'll find 1 USB-C port and your mobile charge pad. 2025 BMW M2 Coupe final impressions, and I'm going to start with the overall looks, which I often say that looks are subjective, but if you don't like the overall look of this BMW M2 Coupe, then you deserve to drive a boring Audi or an old man Mercedes. Yeah, I said it. I mean, BMW's design language is amazing. You definitely stand out from the crowd. It looks different, and that's what I want. I don't want to look like everybody else. And for the first time ever, I'm probably going to spend the extra $5,000 for this Java green metallic paint because it looks so good. But at the end of the day, this is a BMW, and you're purchasing a sports car from BMW because of its driving characteristics. And all I can tell you is the steering, when it's in sport and sport plus mode, is really heavy, it's aggressive, it's intuitive, and it's reactive. It's amazing. And yeah, keep in mind, I'm driving on the streets, so the only time I could really have a more spirited drive is on those on and off ramps. And then besides that, it's not all perfect. For me, I would change 2 features. So number 1, the clutch, because I think all new clutches these days are too light. I don't like how far you have to trail the clutch out to actually get to that engagement. And then I would change the seat, because I'd be tracking. I'd actually go with a carbon seat with the suede or Alcantara inserts. So I'd be a lot more snug and it would stop me from sliding around. But besides that, overall visibility is really good at the front and the side. Just be careful if you sit low like me, because your view might be obstructed a little bit from the side mirrors. But again, you have to sit really low like me. There's maybe a little bit of a blind spot by that C-pillar because it's so wide, but I mean, take advantage of your driver assist technology. But guys, make sure you look down in the description below. I'll itemize everything that I have in this particular model with this particular trim, with that premium trim. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.